Hello, I'm Lisa Shield, and this is Naked Dating, where you will discover how to have everything you've ever wanted in a relationship and more by keeping your clothes on and taking your emotional armor off. Naked Dating is a process I developed based on my own conscious search for a life partner and based on the success of hundreds of clients. We found our soulmates, and you can find yours. I will show you how. Today's subject is playfulness and why you want to add more of this to your dating. I will show you also how to do that at the end of this broadcast. I will give you 3 tips on how to be more playful. So when I was dating, when I was younger, I wasn't playful. And I remember, my mother had been very critical of me, and I really was very shut down. I was scared to open up. I was always second guessing myself. And I remember walking down the beach one day in Mexico with my brother, and he looked at me and said, "You are so intense. I don't know how any guy is ever going to deal with you." Well, that was kind of, for me, the kiss of death. And I held on to that for a long time. And I wondered if I would, if maybe I just lacked the playfulness gene. Well, when I was starting to date, when I met my husband, when I turned 40, I realized that I did need to look at my playfulness, that this was something that men really liked about women that they were dating. This was one of the things that was most engaging to them. And so I realized that I was going to have to start to learn how to open up and be more playful. So I'll talk to you later about some of the techniques that I use to do that. I want to talk about playfulness and flirting. So for me, I choose to think of it as playfulness. I like that a lot better. It may just be a reframe on flirting. Some people may say flirtatiousness and playfulness are the same thing. For me, I think flirtatiousness has always had a sort of gamey feeling to it. I don't know why, but it just seems sort of calculated. And playfulness is something that we all do naturally. So for me, being playful is bringing out my inner child and giving her free rein. There's also a difference between being funny and being playful. So for me, I'm not ha-ha funny. I don't make jokes. I'm not a joker, although once in a while I can come up with a good joke. I'm always really proud of myself when I do. But I'm not a joker. I'm playful. I know how to banter. My husband and I have great witty banter. We really kind of we have that sort of, those cop shows where you have the female lead and the male lead who are in love, but they never quite go for it, and they're always kind of bantering back and forth. Well, we do a lot of that in our relationship, and it's fun. It's really, it's a great, playful, fun way to just connect. So that's one of the things that makes our relationship so exciting. Sometimes he'll look at me and he'll say something, and I'll look at him and I'll go, "Oh yeah? Like, you think so?" He'll say, "You want to spend some time together tonight?" And I'll look at him and I'll say, "Oh, you think I'm that easy, huh?" And he'll say, "Well, yeah, I think you are." And I'll be like, "Well, I'm not," and we'll just play like that. So that kind of playful, fun banter is what makes a relationship so much fun. Now, I think that when we're dating, when we're looking for a partner, for me, the thing that I really wanted to find was a lover, a playmate, and a best friend. I realized that, if I wanted deep, I could go swimming. There had been enough heaviness and deepness and intensity in my life. And after going through therapy and working on myself, I was ready to just have some fun. So I encourage you to bring more playfulness into your dating. The way to become more playful, the thing that has to be present in order for us to feel safe enough to be playful is we have to have self-confidence, we have to trust ourselves, and we have to give ourselves permission to fail. You have to allow yourself to say stupid things, to say the wrong things, for the other person to get shocked or hurt or whatever, and to be able to laugh at yourself and at the other person, and to laugh together even if you do something wrong or say something wrong. Because invariably when you're playing and you're not editing, you're not self-editing every word that comes out of your mouth, you may say some things that aren't appropriate, or you may say some silly things, or the other person just may not get you. They may not get what you said. They may be thinking about something else and you may say something silly and they don't get it. So you want to give yourself permission to fail and be able to laugh about it and be free, because there has to be an environment of safety and trust. And trust starts with self-trust. For me, trust is about, I won't beat myself up if I do something wrong or say something wrong. I can look at it, I can examine what did and didn't work about what I have done, and then I can step back and forgive myself for making a mistake and go back out there and try again. So let's look at a few things that you can do to make your dating more playful. The first thing is to write a silly profile. Take all that serious, deep, introspective, philosophical stuff out of your profile, or at least just put it into a minimum. If you read other profiles, you will see that the best ones are the ones that have a lot of humor, the ones that are visual and humorous and playful. So in my profile, because I was always so serious, I wrote a profile that was really sort of superfluous and fun. There was a little bit of depth. I had a couple of intelligent comments to show people that I wasn't all superficial, but mostly it was really playful. So it started out something like, my niece thinks I'm funny, my nephew thinks I'm pretty, and Milo the puppy doesn't have an opinion because he's too young and he can't talk yet. And me, I think I'm playful and cuddly, and I have good table manners, so I won't embarrass you in front of your family and friends. And then it went on. I added a few things about my dog Bobo and things like that. And at the end, I added on a little bit of a deeper note. I said something like, and if there's one thing I've learned, that life is about the journey. It isn't really about where we're going, but it's how we get there and what we learn along the way. So I did put a little bit of depth in and a lot of humor. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, take improv classes or read a book about improv. Improv is what teaches us how to be in the moment. It teaches us how to be spontaneous and how to be playful and fun. There's a great book out there. It's by an author, Patricia Ryan Madison, and the book is called Improv Wisdom. Don't prepare, just show up. I love that. Don't prepare, just show up. Isn't that what we do on a date? We just show up. And if it's too scripted, if it's too prepared, it doesn't work, right? So that's a great thing to do. Read Patricia's book. The other thing that I suggest is just using your voice and being playful with your voice and using rhetorical questions, like saying things like when somebody says something, you say, "Really? Really? That's what you were thinking?" Or, "What's up with that?" Or, what was up with that? What do you think he was thinking? You can use funny comebacks like that, playful comebacks like that, to get people to laugh at themselves and laugh with you, right? Those are great ways to do that. So you're on a date and somebody's sharing something and you say, "Really? What's up with that?" Right? So those are great ways to engage somebody. So I am Lisa Shield. This has been a talk on playfulness. Naked dating is my process. You can learn more about me by visiting my website, lisashield.com. You can also email me with questions, lisa.nakeddating@gmail.com, lisa.nakeddating@gmail.com. I also do one-on-one sessions, half-hour or full-hour sessions. You can book those through my website. And this has been Naked Dating. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Lisa Shield, and I look forward to seeing you next time.